Hello all of you, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to study First Flight book, class 10th, chapter 2nd, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. The writer of this lesson is Nelson Rolilala Mandela. The full name is Nelson Mandela is Nelson Lolilala Mandela. First of all, we will see before you read. Here word is written apartheid. First of all, we have to understand this word because this word is used many times in this lesson. Apartheid means here is a political system that separates people according to their race. Apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their races. It means here they separate the people according to their caste or color. Okay, can you say which of the three countries named below had such a political system until very recently? Here, three countries named is mentioned: United States of America, South Africa and Australia. Here, it is asked that which country follow the political system that make the people separate according to their caste or races or color. So here that South Africa is such country that separate the people according to their color, caste and races. Have you heard of Nelson Mandela? Before that, you heard about the Nelson Mandela. Mandela and his African National Congress. African National Congress, it is the party name of Nelson Mandela. Okay, spent a lifetime lifting against apartheid. Here National Mandela and his party African National Congress, both they work against apartheid. Apartheid means here the former official government policy in South Africa of separating people of different races and making them live apart, so that Nelson Mandela and his party African National Congress, both they work against this system. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. Nelson Mandela spent his 30 years precious time of his life in prison. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994. After a long period of time, in 1994, the democratic elections were held in South Africa and Mandela became the first black president of new nation. In a democratic election, where that people give their vote to that particular person whom they like. Okay, and here that Nelson Mandela got the highest number of vote here. So Nelson Mandela got the highest vote from the people and he became the first black president in new nation. So here is some point. That point you have to learn. When the first democratic election were held, that held in 1994. Okay, and what is the party name of Nelson Mandela? The party name of Nelson Mandela is African National Congress. And how much year he spent in jail or prison? So Nelson Mandela spent 30 years in prison. So please revise these points. These points are very important. Now we will continue here. In this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion. Autobiography means the story of a person's life written by that person. So here Nelson Mandela wrote about himself, Long Walk to Freedom. Mandela speaks about a historic occasion, the inauguration. Can you guess what the occasion might be? Check your guess with this news item from the BBC of 10th May 1994. Here BBC News wrote some kinds of article. So we can guess here that on 10th May 1994 something is going to be happen because Nelson Mandela got the highest vote Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. Here, Nelson Mandela got the highest vote, so he became the first black president. Here that Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries. It means he became after more than 3 centuries, okay, of white rule. Before that the white people were ruling there. Okay, after that the more than 300 centuries, now the Nelson Mandela became the black president. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress, ANC, it is the party name of Nelson Mandela. Okay, party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. It is in the South Africa's history that African National Congress ANC party got the 252 seats out of 400 seats. Okay, and the inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria today. The word amphitheatre means a circular building without a roof and with rows of seats that rise in steps around an open space. Okay, in image also you can see that amphitheatre look like. Okay, and simple we can say like in our India also Parliament and the Sansad Bhavan. Okay, attended by politicians and dignitaries. The word dignitaries means persons who are influential or have an important official positions from more than 140 countries around the world. It means the lot of people like a politician and dignitaries, lot of people came from more than 140 countries around the world. Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. Nelson Mandela told that, like that experience, never I am going to see, because he is going to take a oath ceremony, no, that's why. And it is a very beautiful experience to me. The all people were gathered here. It is a so beautiful moment. Nelson Mandela told like that. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony with blacks, whites and colored celebrating together. More than 1 lakh South African men, women and children of all races sang and danced with joy. Hear that all people, black and white, colors, celebrating together, more than 1 lakh South African men and women, and they were dancing and they were singing a song and they were happy with joy because their person Nelson Mandela going to become a president and he is going to take a oath. 10th May dawned bright and clear. For the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. 10th May was the day when Nelson Mandela sworn in as the first black head of the state South Africa. It was after years of struggle that his anti-racist party came into power. Until then, the seat had always been occupied by white presidents. That's why the author referred to the day as bright and clear. It was a morning full of hope. Days before this date, many notable personalities started congratulating him for his victory. Before the inauguration party, many leaders or the many persons were coming. Those are high rank people or officers. They are coming to meet with Nelson Mandela, and they are wishing to Nelson Mandela that he got the highest vote from the people. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. Already we have discussed about the word amphitheater. Amphitheater means a building without a roof with many rows of seats rising in steps, typical of ancient Greece and Rome. Okay. And you can see in image also the Nelson Mandela's oath ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy. The seat had always been occupied by white presidents, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. For the first time in the country's history, so many international leaders came together for their inauguration ceremony. The ceremony took place in an open circle building made of sandstone consisting of Union buildings in the Pretoria city. Here many people were gathered, different caste, different religious, different races. So it was the site of a rainbow gathering on a different colors and nations for the installations of South Africa's first democratic. Okay. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Janani. On the podium, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. Autumn means already you know it comes between summer and winter, and when autumn comes, the South Africa is in southern hemisphere, so here that month of May the autumn comes. Okay. And here Nelson Mandela was with his daughter Janani. Then there is a Mr. De Klerk was first sworn as a second deputy president here. Okay. And then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as a first deputy president. And here second turn was Thabo Mbeki was going to take sworn as a first deputy president. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of republic and its people. Here that word pledged means committed a person or organization by a solemn promise. Word means give under oath determined to stay in the role specified. Here Nelson Mandela was accompanied by his daughter Janani on his big day. First the two vice presidents took an oath, then when his turn came he committed to respect, protect and abide by the constitution and to devote his entire self into the welfare of the country and their people. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said, here the word assembled means of people gathered together in one place for a common purpose. Okay. Now we are going to read Nelson Mandela gave his speech. So, okay, today all of us do why our presence here. Confer a glory. Word confer means a formal word. Okay. And hope to new one liberty out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be warned a society of which all humanity will be proud. We who were outlaws not so long ago, the word outlaws means because of its policy of apartheid in the South Africa, so many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa on our own soil in our own country have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is after all a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. Here, Nelson Mandela told in his speech, and he mentions some part of his speech where he said that everyone why his presence was giving rise to hope for a new bringing previous rules were discriminatory and lasted for long, but the ones who are giving the opportunity to rule now ANC would stand up against discrimination. He is glad to host a ceremony with the presence of global leaders. It is an achievement in itself. There was a time when South Africa, for practicing apartheid, lost all its international political relationship. Now, when there is no segregation on the basis of race and gender, other nations are happy to have healthy democratic relationship. Finally, they have come to power and they placed to my everyone proud. He thanked everyone, especially the international leaders, for joining them in a celebrating their achievements, which is a step towards an equal society where every human will be treated fairly. We have at least achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. The word emancipation means freedom from restriction. The word deprivation means a state of not having one's rightful benefits. The word discrimination means being treated differently or unfavorably. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. Nelson Mandela mentions that after great struggle, they have finally achieved political freedom. His government promised to free everyone of the still existing poverty, hardship, and inequalities of all kind, along with assuring everyone of country where no community will be considered inferior. He then exclaims that freedom should rule and may God shower his blessings on their land. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets. The word awe means feelings of respect and either fear or admiration. The word spectacular means very impressive to see. And the word array means a large collection of things, especially one that is impressive and is seen by other people. And in another way, we can say display or colorful and attractive. Helicopters and troop carriers roared in perfect formation over the Union buildings. The word troop means a large group of people. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force. The word pinpoint means to find the exact position of something, and the word precision means the quality, or we can say accuracy, of being clear or exact, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected only moments before the highest generals of the South African Defence Force and police their chests bedecked with ribbons and medals from days gone by salute me and pledge their loyalty. Here the word bedecked means decorate. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke trail of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the New South African flag. The word chevron means a pattern in the shape of a V. Just after the nearly elected presidents, Nelson Mandela addressed to the audience an impressive arrangement of fighter jets, helicopters, and soldiers, transporters raised everyone's heads up in the sky. It symbolized perfection as well as military's respect and obedience towards the free country. The high commanders who have won medals for their bravery also saluted and promised their loyalty. Mandela mentions that he was well aware that these commanders who were now saluting him would have arrested him under the previous rule, as during the oppressive white supremacy he was considered to be a criminal. The year so finally ended by making of the South African flag in the sky from smoke beneath the jets. The remaining portion we will see in next video. Okay, bye. Then see you in the next video.